Hello ladies and gentlemen, as you just known, I just came into the driveway here. As I enter the driveway, I make sure it's safely to do so. I put my four-ways on, make sure there's no traffic in the driveway coming up out, then I safely back down in. First and foremost, you want to ask the customer before you enter these homes that it's okay to enter these driveways. Back down in, pull in, whatever. We don't want to be doing any damage to the driveway. Macadam, blacktop, or concrete. Okay, so from there, I printed the ticket on the truck in the meter itself. I got out of the truck. I have my emergency stop button here. It's a switch that shuts the whole truck down. This must be carried at all times when you're making deliveries in or out of the truck. Usually out of the truck you have to carry this. If you go to a store and you stopped after you chalked and everything, you must have this with you. You never know when somebody's going to try and steal your truck. This shuts it down. Okay? Alright, when I got out of the truck, I put my chocks down. Every delivery you will put chocks down. They're by the tires there. Okay? And from there, I went around the back of the truck, opened my valves up. The first valve right there on the left in front of the box. Opened my door up, made sure the ticket was printed. And there's another valve on the other side, which we'll show you when we get around the back of the truck. Then from there, I safely pulled the hose out and put it towards the tank itself, where I'm going to go make the delivery. Telling you about this has got to be. It was closed in closed position. This actually feeds the propane over here to the hose assembly. It's where you can feed the propane to the tank. Here's the meter. As you can see, it's reset to 0. And you got your pump and your print, and that's to be done after we make the delivery. And also on a propane truck, you have a gauge up here. Right now we're at around 45%. We don't fill tanks more than 80% at all on any tank. Underground, above ground, our tanks also for the Pro Bobtails itself. Hello everyone. Hey, I'm here at the 1,000-gallon tank. I know this is the tank that I'm supposed to be filling. Right here is the filler valve for the driver. What I'm doing is looking for any kind of issues, safety, any leaks or anything like that. Everything looks good to fill. I'm going to hook up my my nozzle. I open the valve very slowly so it can level off the pressure in the truck from here to the tank. And now I'm filling the tank. And here I open the bleeder valve. As you can hear that opening up, that tells me when the tank is full. It has spit out liquid propane. It doesn't matter if the tank is showing 75%, 80 or 85%, that's when it's showing the tank is full. I'm just waiting to hear the fill now. I'm at around 40%. This could take some time. As I'm looking around, I'm just making sure there's no damages to the existing lines inside. Making sure everything's pretty much safe. Looks good. And it would take us some time to fill. Also, these valves here, I just checked to make sure they're okay. Here, this cap was off. I put it back on. It's a blow-off valve. In case the tank would expand or get overheated, what it does is blow everything out of the tank. We don't want that happening. This here is a fill valve for the house. You open this up the whole way. That should be open. It wasn't open the whole way, so now it is. These here, this is the regulators and the lines for it. What they do is regulate the gas going to the home. As you can see, the more I put in, you see more of the vapors coming out. And right around here, around the bleeder valve, it turns really, really white. All I'll do is close that a little bit, let it melt down a little bit, then open it back up. 80% right now. This is an underground tank. We can fill it to about 80, 85. This is just a starting point for us, a reference point. where the tank is full. If a customer will call in and say, hey, my tank's down to 20%, that's right here in the red area. Hey, we'll get you out. We'll come out this week, sometime. They're not going to run out within a day or so unless it's running off a power generator or a chicken house or some kind of farm equipment or something like that. I mean, unless they're using a garage, big heaters. For a residential, 20%, 200 gallons. I mean, we have enough time to get out to them. There we are. Our tank's full now. Like I said, it's 80-85%. I'll take this off my nozzle very slowly so nothing comes back up in your face. That's why you wear the safety gloves, personal protection equipment. This here is a back check. This is put on every propane nozzle. This would ever not work, it won't let you fill. But also, it's a safety protection when we're filling these tanks. Say if this valve here, right down inside the tank, will not shut off, we can actually take this off. It will stay right here on the tank and stay there. But you got to remember, when we do this, if it ever stays on, we have to let your supervisor know immediately, so we can charge the customer for that valve in case they're a will call customer. If it's automatic, we can also go back and take it off at a later date when the pressure alleviates on the tank. Okay, so I'll take that back off. That's just a show point there for you. All right, put the valve back cover back on. Like I said, make sure the bleeder valve is shut very tight. Everything looks good here. Close up. We're around 80, little 80 to 85%. I'll shut the tank lid. Make sure the area is safe and secure. Then we're done. All right, folks. Another thing when you're doing here, when we were winding up the hose and all that stuff, as you see me as I was walking up through the yard, I was looking at the hose and made sure the hose was no cuts or any abrasions on it. I do this pretty much every time I pull that hose out because it's twisted, pulled, turned, whatnot. So, and when I put it in there, it's good to go. I shut all the valves off. Next thing I'm going to do is undock the wheels, start my truck back up, and safely leave the property and go on to my next delivery. Thank you and have a great day.